Vietnam has been called Asia's best golf destination. So what makes golf in Vietnam special? How does it compare to other countries around the world? And how much can you expect to pay for a round of golf? I can't tell you any of that. I've never played golf in my life, but luckily I got an expert here who knows the local scene really well. So this is H. H, thanks for hanging out.
No problem.
Good to see you. H, can you give us your background with golf and what's your first impressions of golf in Vietnam so far?
Golf in Vietnam is world class. That's the first thing to know. It's a luxury as well. So when I came over here, I thought, wow, I'll be able to play loads of golf at a reasonable price, and that's not the case. So back in England, I play at quite a high level. I play at +3, which is 3 below scratch. I play for my county team, my local county team. Coming over here, trying to book golf is quite difficult because it is a luxury.
So overall, Vietnam has about 80 different golf courses, and they're trying to increase that to about 200 golf courses by the end of this year, 2025. So it's really blowing up here. It's a huge driver of tourism from places like South Korea, Japan, and Australia. Starting with just Da Nang, there's a few kind of world famous courses around here, right?
Yeah, so Da Nang, there's 4 golf courses. You've got Banner Hills, which is regularly voted as the best resort in Asia. You've got BRG Legend, which has 2 golf courses. The Norman course is a top 100 in the world. That's definitely one you want to play. And you've got Montgomery course.
So 4 courses, kind of within about 30 minutes of Da Nang City. H mentioned Banner Hills. So you might have heard of Banner Hills as kind of the theme park at the top of the mountain that has the famous Golden Hands Bridge. They also have a massive golf course out in the mountains, super beautiful. World-class courses. And Vietnam is known for being super affordable, one of the cheapest countries in the world for a lot of things, but that's not necessarily the case here in Vietnam, right?
No, so it's bittersweet. You got amazing golf courses, but then you're gonna have to pay $125. That's like your minimum to play golf here, and that would include your golf, the cart, and the caddy. You'll have to give a tip as well, which is normally around 500k. The culture here is different. So in England, I love to carry my bag. Even pull my bag, walk the course. You cannot walk the course here. You have to have a cart, you have to have a caddy, and you have to tip your caddy. So all prices you receive will include the caddy and the cart, but then the tip is on top of that.
And is the caddies always female caddies? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So the caddies here are all female, and they're all got the Vietnamese cat hats on, all dressed up in boiler suits. It was pretty cool, actually.
The Vietnamese non-hats, so you get a very Vietnamese experience if you play golf here. And I think somebody told me that the girls are actually really knowledgeable about golf.
Yeah, so obviously because they're doing it every day, they're picking up little tips and tricks. So they'll tell you the lines on the greens, and you kind of think you don't believe them for the first couple of holes, but then they are really switched on.
Okay, so maybe a little bit more expensive than you would think in Vietnam compared to the price for a lot of things in Vietnam that's really cheap. I don't know what the price would be like in England or America, for example. So what are we talking? What would a round of golf cost in England?
So I could wake up and I could pay anything from $10 for a round of golf to $300. And anywhere in between, I could wear any clothes I wanted to do, casual or super smart. Vietnam it's not like that here. Well, in Da Nang, I could speak for Da Nang. It's not like that. It's very luxury, very exclusive.
So it's actually more expensive than probably your home country.
For sure.
But for a world-class experience, I guess you could say.
Yeah, for sure.
So by the way, right now we're actually hanging out with some of the boys. We're hitting a couple balls. We're not at the golf course, obviously. We're at a golf sim here in town. This place is called EasyGolf. So big shout out to Bao, he's the owner here that we met. H actually organized a meetup for our travel group that we have in town. And so a bunch of people came out and we got to play golf for free. A lot of beginners got to try it for the first time. I'd never hit a golf ball in my life until then. H had me whacking some balls on my first time. So super fun. If you're in town for just a few days, maybe you don't have time to get out on a course, but you still want to practice a bit. There's a few of these places around town, these golf simulators, but this one is definitely the best in town. They've got the brand new technology, the super fast cameras that track every swing so you can really dial in your swing, all that stuff. You can load up any golf course in the world on the screens to play on. So just super cool experience. Really good if you're very serious about golf. Or if you're just a beginner like me, it's still fun to hit balls at the screen and see what it would look like. I hope eventually we'll get out on the course together,
Cheers.
but that might be down the road a little bit. This place also has a bar. You can drink beers. That's the main thing I care about, really. So super cool spot here at EasyGolf. I'll have everything linked below in the video.
I would say, you know, if you want to get out golfing in here and the price is a bit steep, what I do is I come here to EasyGolf. I practice just to keep me ticking and, you know, to scratch the itch, and I'll treat myself for a round of golf like now and then.
Have you played?
Yeah, Bonnet Hills.
You played Bonnet Hills?
Yeah.
You played the other ones yet?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Nice. I heard that Bonnet Hills has like night golf.
Okay, so yeah, Bonnet Hills is floodlit, and so is BRG floodlit. So BRG Legends have got 2 courses, they're floodlit. So if it gets a bit hot here, you can actually play in the evening up until 9 p.m.
That's
a
actually,
dimension.
yeah, that's a great idea. So
And the fee's a little bit lower.
a little bit lower.
Yeah, so because of the heat, from 6 a.m. till 12, it's going to be very expensive. 12, it goes cheaper till about 12 till I think 4, and then 4 p.m. after it's a bit price is lower because it's floodlit.
So that's a really cool option. You have a choice to play at nighttime. The whole course is lit up with floodlights. You can see perfectly. Right now, it's April here in Da Nang. It's probably 30 degrees or higher today. So it can be cooking in Vietnam. So you either want to play real early or maybe the nighttime sounds super cool. I'd love to try that. H also has a contact for a girl that does, she helps you book playing rounds, or she can do like guided tours.
Yeah, so she'll do discounted green fees for one. She'll organise tours. So let's just say you come here and say, listen, I want to play 3 golf courses, 4 golf courses. You want to travel a bit further out to Laguna Lang. She'll organise that, the car. She'll do, you know, maybe a trip to the temple. She can organise all of that.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I got a hold of her. I'll have all her information in the travel group if you want to check that out. And she should be able to save you some money if you're thinking about booking a golf trip here in Vietnam. Do you know anything about the development of golf? You mentioned that golf in Vietnam for a long time was a very kind of elite, upper class sport.
Yeah.
And I think it's just starting to get a little bit more popular with the younger generation. So I think they're trying to make it not so much of a upper class elite sport.
Yeah, so I think what's happened is the 80 golf courses they already have here are world class, and they were built by maybe some American investment, possibly. Now they want to make it accessible for more people. So they're building a lot more golf courses. I think these golf courses will be not so, you know, posh and upper class. They'll be a bit more relaxed, lower green fees. Kids can play, locals can probably play. I think that's the plan, because you can't produce world class golfers if only a small section of people can play golf. So I think that's the plan. More golf courses, cheaper golf courses.
Yeah, so that's good news. Hopefully the locals can be able to afford rounds of golf, and then maybe it'll be a little cheaper for foreigners that are coming over as well.
Yeah.
Also, this spot, EasyGolf, has the clubs available, so you can pretty much just show up. You don't need anything, right?
Yeah, they're very helpful. They show up and they'll set the bay up for you, whether you want to practice or play some holes. They give you golf clubs. Even they'll give you a few tips as well. So it's a good place to come and practice. When you practice here, the video cameras will analyze your swing after every shot, so you can hit your shot, look at the camera, rewind it, go again.
Yeah, that actually helped me a lot last time, because you can see that like the face of your club is at an angle when it's hitting the ball. So you're like, all right, I gotta fix that a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
So it's kind of crazy. Like, golf is definitely hard. And I gotta say, I was not the biggest fan of golf for a long time. I don't know if I'm gonna get super hooked, like obsessed with it, but I'm definitely curious about it. I love anything that's super challenging and takes a lot of work and practice to get it down. So luckily I got a good teacher that can kind of help me out with that. So you can just show up here one time and play for a couple hours, or what H does, he gets a membership. So you can come, you buy like so many hour packages at a time. So the prices will be a little bit more reasonable that way. We got a couple boys waiting for us. We're gonna try to get a round of golf in this afternoon. What are we playing? Augusta,
St Andrews, maybe one in your hometown.
The boys are waiting for us. We're gonna get some swings in. Hope the video was helpful. Thanks a lot, H, for hanging out.
Yeah.
Do you want to shout out your, you got an Instagram page?
So our Instagram is Deep Drive Golf. So we've got some course tips on there, maybe some swing tips. And we're filming a little bit more while we're here.
Yeah, sweet. So check that out. I'll have that in the description as well. See you in the next one. Peace.